I think this article is some more propaganda, so I just want to share with you what they're trying to tell all these people, because it's all bullshit. But nonetheless, they're saying that marijuana rescheduling doesn't open the door to big pharma takeover, a report says. That's right, you guys. They're saying the Biden administration's push to reclassify marijuana under federal law would not by itself open the door for pharmaceutical companies to seize control of the $34 billion legal U.S. cannabis industry, and we all know that's bullshit, but nonetheless. But moving from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, as has been widely reported, would promise tax relief to legal marijuana businesses. A report released on Tuesday by the Congressional Research Service confirms that, and we all knew that that would remove 280E requirements, but nonetheless. Beyond that, for the U.S. cannabis industry status quo to drastically change, Congress would need to take further action, or the U.S. Department of Justice would have to launch a legal but unprecedented and impractical assault on state legal marijuana markets. The new report by Congress Public Policy think tank analyzes the legal consequences of the possible move of marijuana to Schedule 3. President Joe Biden's October 22nd executive order directing cabinet-level executives or agencies to reevaluate marijuana status under federal law led to the landmark against 2023 recommendation from health regulators that marijuana be moved to Schedule 3 of the Controlled Substances Act. Schedule 3 drugs have been proven medical applications and some potential for abuse, according to that rescheduling recommendation. Rescheduling is now in the hands of the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, which is expected to issue a proposed change to federal law sometime this year. I think they're just gaslighting you guys on that sentence, but nonetheless. The potential rescheduling of marijuana has also led to widespread speculation about possible consequences, including fears of a takeover of the cannabis sector by Big Pharma. In quotes, with respect to medical marijuana, a key difference between placement in Schedule 1 and Schedule 3 is the substance in Schedule 3 have an accepted medical use and may lawfully be dispensed by prescription. Hear that, you guys, prescription, while substances in Schedule 1 cannot, according to the Congressional Research Service, the CRS report. In a quote, however, prescription drugs must be approved by the Food Drug Administration, the FDA. Oh, here we go, you guys. Although FDA has approved some drugs derived from or related to cannabis, marijuana itself, it is not an FDA-approved drug. Duh. The main direct effect of rescheduling is relief from 280E of the federal tax code, the CRS confirmed. Well, we've all said that. And however, the CRS report noted that moving marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 without other legal changes would not bring the state legal medical or adult use marijuana industry into compliance with federal controlled substances laws, and other collateral legal consequences would continue to attach to unauthorized marijuana related activities. Well, you guys, I think this is just a big old BS headline that really has no weight, no meaning or whatnot, because ultimately the every single product in cannabis would be governed under the Food, Drugs, and Cosmetic Act, and therefore every single product would be deemed illicit under Schedule 3, in my opinion. But we even have a lawyer on stage, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. And Jason Beck for the High at 9 News. What do you guys think about this propaganda?
It's more bureaucratic bullshit
right?
We've been dealing with for so long here. And people that think that 280E is enough reason to reschedule us have lost their minds.
I agree.
For years, University of Mississippi produced government swag, and then when they had to expand, it was like pulling eye teeth to get them to approve somebody else to grow weed for the official government market. I don't see it being any different if they make it Schedule 3. Ain't none of these people that got a license right now going to be making large bets. They're going to be getting a federal license to produce, manufacture, transport, sell marijuana. It'll be at pharmacies, and you're going to have to get a federal license to grow weed. As stupid as that sounds, that's what DEA has already suggested. That's what the FDA, that oversight bureaucracy, is looking at. If they have a chance to screw something up, they're going to do it.
I agree with you on that.
You know what I appreciate about Dale, in addition to his life history, his daughter, their contributions legally, is that he can speak in the layperson's terms in a way that I understand. And so as I was taking notes, bureaucratic bullshit, I heard him say that in a way that was digestible for even my mind. And so I don't know how I could summarize it any better.
Mm-hmm. Look at
But
that.
we got the fearless Dave here.
Yeah, right? What do you think about this, Stone? Any thoughts?
I think it's a scary proposition. I mean, right now everybody's operating, you know, it's federally illegal. Everybody's operating. And so a lot of the argument is like, well, they're letting us do this, but it opens the door. It opens the door for a lot of bad shit to happen. And it's scary.
Big Pharma's coming for your weed, and it's in the form of Schedule 3.
Hey,
and it'll be
it might remove that law to get some research done, though, right?
No one cares about research, bro. We've been doing research on ourselves forever, and we're all totally fine. The research is done.
Agreed.
The research is.
But like the last story, you got to get that last bureaucratic agency to check the box. And when they decide we're taking a year vacation, fuck you all.
Yeah.
Like, now what do you do?
Exactly.
Okay, now what do you do? You stand there with standing on your virile member, and nothing seems to move.
What were you saying, Rico? You were just saying something? I think you're on mute or something. I can't hear you. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you.
I think he was saying, like me, he's a tripod and he's been standing on his virile member for a long time.
Oh, man.
There's only 1 foot, though. There's room for improvement.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, since we can't hear Rico, I don't know what's happening, Rico. We cannot hear you.
Check.
Oh, there you go. Now we hear you. What did you have to say, Rico?
All right. I said if we've already searched for it, why do we have to research?
Oh, I see what you did there. Cute.
Before the Pure Food and Drug Act, all research was anecdotal. Doctors talked to their patients. The patient said, yeah, I smoked some weed, I could breathe better, or I had a better appetite, or I didn't have as much pain, or I wasn't as nauseous. And went, oh, maybe this works for nausea, for pain, for, anorexia. Now we got to have 14 fucking bureaucracies sign off on something that everyone who smokes weed with an upset stomach knows. It helps your nausea, okay? It gives you an appetite. Oh my God, that's rocket science, right? It's bureaucratic bullshit that just never seems to end.
I think it's interesting that it says this story was written by MJ Biz Daily staff, but nobody really wanted to claim that.
No, they didn't, because they know it's all propaganda. It's probably paid for by some pharmaceutical industry or something, giving money to MJ Biz or something. You know what I mean? This total propaganda piece.